Question 1. What year did the Romans first invade Britain? A. 55 BC. B. 43 AD. C. 106 AD. D. 122 AD. Answer B. 43 AD. The Romans first invaded Britain in 43 AD under the command of Emperor Claudius. Question 2. Name the battle in 1066 that marked the beginning of Norman rule in England. A. The Battle of Stamford Bridge. B. The Battle of Hastings. C. The Battle of Agincourt. D. The Battle of York. Answer B. The Battle of Hastings. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 is where William the Conqueror defeated King Harold II, leading to Norman rule in England. Question 3. What document, signed in 1215, established the principle that the king was subject to the law? A. The Charter of the Forest. B. The Domesday Book. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Bill of Rights. Answer C. The Magna Carta. Signed in 1215, the Magna Carta was crucial in limiting the powers of the king and establishing the principle that the monarchy was subject to the law. Question 4. Which English monarchs separated from the Catholic Church to form the Church of England? A. Henry VII. B. Elizabeth I. C. Henry VIII. D. James I. Answer C. Henry VIII. Henry VIII separated from the Catholic Church and formed the Church of England, largely to secure a divorce from Catherine of Aragon. Question 5. What year did the English Civil War begin? A. 1625. B. 1642. C. 1651. D. 1660. Answer B. 1642. The English Civil War began in 1642, stemming from conflicts between Charles I and Parliament over issues of governance and authority. Question 6. Who was the ruling monarch during the English Restoration in 1660? A. Charles I. B. Charles II. C. James II. D. William III. Answer B. Charles II. Charles II was the monarch during the English Restoration in 1660, when the monarchy was restored after the Commonwealth period. Question 7. What were the main reasons for the English Civil War? A. Religious disputes and economic issues. B. A plague outbreak and famine. C. Disputes over the New World colonies. D. The abolition of the monarchy. Answer A. Religious disputes and economic issues. The main reasons for the English Civil War included religious disputes between Puritans and Anglicans and economic conflicts due to royal financial policies. Question 8. Which two houses comprise the UK Parliament? A. House of Commons and House of Lords. B. House of Lords and House of Representatives. C. House of Commons and Senate. D. Senate and House of Representatives. Answer A. House of Commons and House of Lords. The UK Parliament is bicameral, consisting of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 9. What is the role of the Prime Minister in the UK? A. Head of State. B. Head of Government. C. Speaker of the House of Commons. D. Chief Justice. Answer. B. Head of Government. The Prime Minister is the head of government in the UK, responsible for running the government and executing laws. Question 10. What does the Magna Carta represent in British history? A. A trade agreement. B. A peace treaty. C. The foundation of constitutional monarchy. D. The beginning of the British Empire. Answer. C. The foundation of constitutional monarchy. The Magna Carta is a cornerstone in the development of British constitutional law and monarchy. Question 11. In which year did women over the age of 30 gain the right to vote in Britain? A. 1918. B. 1928. C. 1945. D. 1965. Answer. A. 1918. Women over the age of 30 gained the right to vote in Britain in 1918, following many years of suffragette activism. Question 12. Describe the significance of the Battle of Britain in 1940. A. It was a major naval battle. B. It was a significant air battle. C. It marked the end of World War II. D. It was a key ground battle. Answer. B. It was a significant air battle. The Battle of Britain in 1940 was crucial, as it was the first major military campaign fought entirely by air forces. Question 13. What was the main outcome of the Treaty of Union in 1707? A. The independence of Scotland. B. The establishment of the British Empire. C. The formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. D. The dissolution of the English Parliament. Answer. C. The formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The Treaty of Union in 1707 united the parliaments and crowns of England and Scotland into one, forming the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 14. Name the scientist who formulated the theory of evolution in the 19th century. A. Isaac Newton. B. Charles Darwin. C. Albert Einstein. D. Stephen Hawking. Answer. B. Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin formulated the theory of evolution in the 19th century, profoundly changing the science of biology. Question 15. What year did the Great Fire of London occur, and what were its consequences? A. 1566, led to rebuilding of London. B. 1666, led to the modernization of building codes. C. 1766, resulted in mass displacement of people. D. 1866, triggered technological innovations. Answer. B. 1666, led to the modernization of building codes. The Great Fire of London occurred in 1666, and its consequences led to major urban development and stricter building codes. Question 16. Who was the British monarch during the Victorian era? A. Queen Victoria. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. King George III. D. King Edward VII. Answer A. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the British monarch during the Victorian era, a period known for industrial, cultural, political, scientific, and military changes in the United Kingdom. Question 17. What was the purpose of the Elizabethan Poor Law of 1601? A. To establish public education. B. To regulate the wages of workers. C. To provide assistance for the poor. D. To enforce religious conformity. Answer C. To provide assistance for the poor. The Elizabethan Poor Law of 1601 was designed to provide help to the poor and destitute, establishing a system of poor relief that lasted for many years. Question 18. During which years did the Industrial Revolution take place in Britain? A. 1620 to 1700. B. 1760 to 1840. C. 1880 to 1920. D. 1900 to 1950. Answer B. 1760 to 1840. The Industrial Revolution in Britain took place from about 1760 to 1840, marking a major turning point in history with vast social and economic changes due to industrialization. Question 19. Name the law that abolished slavery throughout the British Empire. A. The Emancipation Proclamation. B. The Slavery Abolition Act of 1833. C. The Civil Rights Act. D. The Freedom Act of 1804. Answer B. The Slavery Abolition Act of 1833. The Slavery Abolition Act of 1833 abolished slavery throughout the British Empire, which significantly impacted global attitudes towards human rights. Question 20. What is the significance of the Good Friday Agreement? A. It ended the English Civil War. B. It resolved the Boer War. C. It marked the end of World War II. D. It helped to bring an end to the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Answer D. It helped to bring an end to the Troubles in Northern Ireland. The Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998, was a major political development that helped to end the conflict known as the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Question 21. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK? A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Elizabeth II. C. Mary Robinson. D. Theresa May. Answer A. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the UK, serving from 1979 to 1990. Question 22. What principle did the Bill of Rights, 1689, establish regarding monarchy and parliament? A. The monarchy has absolute power. B. Parliament has supreme power. C. The monarchy cannot rule without the consent of Parliament. D. Parliament serves only as an advisory body. Answer C. The monarchy cannot rule without the consent of Parliament. The Bill of Rights, 1689, established that the monarchy could not rule without the consent of Parliament, thus laying the foundation for a constitutional monarchy. Question 23. What was the main cause of the Peasants' Revolt in 1381? A. Religious reforms. B. High taxes and economic hardship. C. A demand for land reform. D. Military conscription policies. Answer B. high taxes and economic hardship. The peasants' revolt in 1381 was primarily caused by high taxes and economic hardship, particularly following the Black Death. Question 24. Which Act of Parliament allowed for the devolution of power to Scotland? A. The Scotland Act 1998. B. The Union Act 1707. C. The Devolution Act 2001. D. The Edinburgh Agreement 2012. Answer. A. The Scotland Act 1998. The Scotland Act 1998 allowed for the devolution of power to Scotland, establishing the Scottish Parliament. Question 25. Describe the impact of the Black Death on medieval England. A. It led to the War of the Roses. B. It caused significant population decline and social upheaval. C. It prompted the English Renaissance. D. It resulted in the establishment of parliamentary democracy. Answer. B. It caused significant population decline and social upheaval. The Black Death had a profound impact on medieval England, causing a massive decline in the population and leading to major social and economic changes. Question 26. Which king initiated the construction of the Royal Navy? A. King Alfred the Great. B. King Henry VIII. C. King Edward III. D. King Richard I. Answer. B. King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII is credited with initiating the construction of the Royal Navy, establishing England as a significant naval power. Question 27. What are the main responsibilities of the Home Secretary in the UK government? A. Managing foreign affairs. B. Overseeing economic policies. C. Leading the Department of Education. D. Ensuring domestic security. Answer. D. Ensuring domestic security. The main responsibilities of the Home Secretary in the UK government include overseeing immigration, security, and policing. Question 28. What was the main reason for the formation of the United Nations after World War II? A. To enforce colonial mandates. B. To promote international peace and security. C. To establish economic dominance. D. To control nuclear proliferation. Answer. B. To promote international peace and security. The United Nations was formed after World War II primarily to promote international peace and security. Question 29. Which British monarch reigned during the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801? A. King George III. B. Queen Anne. C. King James I. D. Queen Victoria. Answer. A. King George III. King George III was the monarch when the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland was formed in 1801. Question 30. Who was the British Prime Minister during the Second World War? A. Winston Churchill. B. Neville Chamberlain. C. Clement Attlee. D. Anthony Eden. Answer. A. Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was the British Prime Minister during the majority of the Second World War. known for his leadership during that critical period. Question 31. In what year did the UK join the European Economic Community, now known as the European Union? A. 1957. B. 1963. C. 1973. D. 1981. Answer C. 1973. The UK joined the European Economic Community, now known as the European Union, in 1973. Question 32. What year did the UK decide to leave the European Union, and what is commonly referred to as this decision? A. 2016. Brexit. B. 2012. Euro exit. C. 2018. UK leave. D. 2014. Brexit. Answer A. 2016. Brexit. The UK voted to leave the European Union in 2016, a decision commonly referred to as Brexit. Question 33. What is the special relationship between the UK and the USA? A. A formal military alliance. B. A historical colonial link. C. A strong informal diplomatic and cultural partnership. D. A shared governmental system. Answer C. A strong informal diplomatic and cultural partnership. The special relationship refers to the strong informal diplomatic and cultural partnership between the UK and the USA. Question 34. Who discovered penicillin and why was it significant? A. Marie Curie, for cancer treatment. B. Alexander Fleming. It was the first true antibiotic. C. Isaac Newton, for its scientific theory. D. Charles Darwin, for its biological implications. Answer B. Alexander Fleming. It was the first true antibiotic. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, which was significant as it was the first true antibiotic and revolutionized medical treatment. Question 35. What is the legal voting age in the United Kingdom? A. 16. B. 18. C. 20. D. 21. Answer B. 18. The legal voting age in the United Kingdom is 18. Question 36. Describe the process of how a bill becomes law in the UK. A. Proposal by the Queen, approval by Parliament, and signature by the Prime Minister. B. Introduction by a Member of Parliament, debate, amendments, and royal assent. C. Proposal by the Prime Minister, ratification by the House of Lords, and public referendum. D. Introduction by the public, debate in the House of Commons, and approval by the House of Lords. Answer B. Introduction by a Member of Parliament, debate, amendments, and royal assent. A bill becomes law in the UK after being introduced by a Member of Parliament, debated, possibly amended, and receiving royal assent. Question 37. What were the major changes brought about by the Reform Act of 1832? A. It granted voting rights to women. B. It abolished the monarchy. C. It expanded the electorate and reformed the distribution of parliamentary seats. D. It established the Church of England. Answer: C. It expanded the electorate and reformed the distribution of parliamentary seats. The Reform Act of 1832 made significant changes to the electoral system by expanding the electorate and redistributing parliamentary seats more fairly. Question 38. Name the agreement that devolved certain powers to the Welsh Assembly. A. The Welsh Act 1998. B. The Cardiff Agreement. C. The Wales Act 2017. D. The Devolution Agreement 2015. Answer: C. The Wales Act 2017. The Wales Act 2017 is an agreement that devolved additional powers to the Welsh Assembly. Question 39. Who led the Scottish Parliament after its establishment in 1999? A. Nicola Sturgeon. B. Alex Salmond. C. Donald Dewar. D. Jack McConnell. Answer: C. Donald Dewar. Donald Dewar was the First Minister of Scotland after the establishment of the Scottish Parliament in 1999. Question 40. What were the key factors leading to the English Reformation in the 16th century? A. Political power and control of wealth. B. Scientific advancements and discoveries. C. Military conflicts and territorial disputes. D. Artistic movements and cultural shifts. Answer: A. Political power and control of wealth. The key factors leading to the English Reformation included the desire for political power and control over wealth that was traditionally held by the Catholic Church. Question 41. What significant legal principle did the Habeas Corpus Act of 1679 establish? A. The right to a fair trial. B. The requirement for evidence before arrest. C. The protection against arbitrary arrest and detention. D. The separation of powers between the branches of government. Answer: C. The protection against arbitrary arrest and detention. The Habeas Corpus Act of 1679 established the significant legal principle that protected individuals against arbitrary arrest and detention without legal cause. Question 42. Which British explorer is credited with the first European contact with Australia? A. Sir Francis Drake. B. James Cook. C. Walter Raleigh. D. John Cabot. Answer: B. James Cook. Captain James Cook is credited with the first recorded European contact with the eastern coastline of Australia in 1770. Question 43. Name the series of laws that established the welfare state in the UK post-World War II. A. The Elizabethan Poor Law. B. The Welfare Reform Act. C. The Beveridge Report. D. The National Assistance Act. Answer: C. The Beveridge Report. The Beveridge Report led to the establishment of the welfare state in the UK post-World War II, with its recommendation for widespread social insurance and welfare benefits. Question 44. What was the primary aim of the Beveridge Report? A. To increase military spending. B. To address social injustices and eliminate want. C. To privatize national industries. D. To strengthen foreign alliances. Answer. B. To address social injustices and eliminate want. The primary aim of the Beveridge Report was to address social injustices and recommend measures to eliminate want through social insurance and welfare provisions. Question 45. Which major British figure was executed in 1649, and why? A. Charles I, due to his defeat in the English Civil War. B. Oliver Cromwell, for his role in the monarchy's overthrow. C. Mary Queen of Scots, for treason against Elizabeth I. D. Thomas More, for opposing the Reformation. Answer. A. Charles I, due to his defeat in the English Civil War. King Charles I was executed in 1649, following his defeat in the English Civil War and his perceived tyranny and failure to govern by parliamentary standards. Question 46. What year was the Battle of Agincourt, and what was its significance in the 100 Years' War? A. 1415, a major English victory against France. B. 1346, the beginning of the war. C. 1453, the end of the war. D. 1380, a significant loss for England. Answer. A. 1415, a major English victory against France. The Battle of Agincourt in 1415 was significant, as it was a major victory for England against France during the 100 Years' War, celebrated for the effectiveness of the English longbowmen. Question 47. Who was the Prime Minister of the UK at the start of the 21st century? A. John Major. B. Tony Blair. C. Gordon Brown. D. David Cameron. Answer. B. Tony Blair. Tony Blair was the Prime Minister of the UK at the start of the 21st century, having taken office in 1997. Question 48. What act was passed to prohibit the practice of sending convicts to Australia? A. The Penal Transportation Act of 1857. B. The Abolition of Penal Transportation Act of 1867. C. The Australian Independence Act. D. The Transportation Act of 1718. Answer. B. The Abolition of Penal Transportation Act of 1867. This act effectively ended the practice of transporting convicts to Australia. Question 49. Who composed the Enigma Variations, and what is its cultural significance? A. Edward Elgar, celebrated for its musical complexity and emotional depth. B. Gustav Holst, known for its integration of astrology and music. C. Benjamin Britten, recognized for its anti-war themes. D. Ralph Vaughan Williams, noted for its reflection of rural English life. Answer A. Edward Elgar, celebrated for its musical complexity and emotional depth. Edward Elgar composed the Enigma variations, which are celebrated for their musical complexity and the emotional depth they convey, capturing a quintessential part of British cultural heritage. Question 50. What event in 1952 led to widespread environmental and public health reforms in the UK? A. The London smog. B. The Great Flood. C. The cholera outbreak. D. The Thames Fire. Answer A. The London smog. The severe smog in London in 1952 led to thousands of deaths and significant public outcry, which prompted widespread environmental and public health reforms. Question 51. Which document first established the principle of the monarchy's consent to taxation? A. The Magna Carta. B. The Bill of Rights. C. The Charter of the Forest. D. The Petition of Right. Answer A. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, first established the principle that the monarchy must have the consent of the realm to levy taxation, setting a foundational principle for constitutional governance. Question 52. What is the significance of the Statute of Dublin in 1284? A. It established English law in Wales. B. It granted independence to Scotland. C. It abolished the Welsh language. D. It unified England and Ireland. Answer A. It established English law in Wales. The Statute of Dublin in 1284 was significant as it established English law in Wales, incorporating Wales into the legal framework of England. Question 53. Name the treaty that concluded the War of the Spanish Succession. A. The Treaty of Versailles. B. The Treaty of Utrecht. C. The Treaty of Westphalia. D. The Treaty of Paris. Answer B. The Treaty of Utrecht. The Treaty of Utrecht in 1713 concluded the War of the Spanish Succession, leading to a balance of power in Europe and ending French expansionist policies. Question 54. What was the primary economic change introduced by Margaret Thatcher's government in the 1980s? A. Nationalisation of major industries. B. Privatization of state-owned enterprises. C. Introduction of the euro. D. Expansion of the welfare state. Answer B. Privatization of state-owned enterprises. The primary economic change introduced by Margaret Thatcher's government in the 1980s was the privatization of state-owned enterprises, part of a broader move towards a free market economy. Question 55. Which British scientist contributed to the development of the World Wide Web? A. Stephen Hawking. B. Alan Turing. C. Tim Berners-Lee. D. Isaac Newton. Answer C. Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist, is credited with the invention of the World Wide Web, which revolutionized the information age and global communication. Question 56. Name the conflict that involved British forces in the Falklands in 1982. A. The Boer War. B. The Falklands War. C. The Gulf War. D. The Suez Crisis. Answer. B. The Falklands War. The Falklands War in 1982 involved British forces reclaiming the Falkland Islands from Argentine occupation. Question 57. What historic event occurred at Runnymede in 1215? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The coronation of King John. C. The Battle of Hastings. D. The establishment of the English Parliament. Answer. A. The signing of the Magna Carta. The historic event that occurred at Runnymede in 1215 was the signing of the Magna Carta, a cornerstone document establishing the principle of legal limits on the monarchy's power and protecting barons' rights. Question 58. Which act allowed for the formation of the Scottish Parliament in 1998? A. The Scotland Act 1998. B. The Union Act 1707. C. The Devolution Act 1997. D. The Edinburgh Agreement 2012. Answer. A. The Scotland Act 1998. The Scotland Act 1998 allowed for the formation of the Scottish Parliament, devolving certain powers from the UK Parliament to Scotland. Question 59. Name the king who was known for his 6 marriages in the Tudor period. A. Henry VII. B. Henry VIII. C. Edward VI. D. James I. Answer. B. Henry VIII. King Henry VIII is famous for his 6 marriages, which played a significant role in the religious and political history of England during the Tudor period. Question 60. What pivotal role did Britain play in the creation of the State of Israel? A. Issuing the Balfour Declaration. B. Leading the United Nations Partition Plan. C. Providing military support. D. Negotiating peace agreements in the Middle East. Answer. A. Issuing the Balfour Declaration. Britain played a pivotal role in the creation of the State of Israel by issuing the Balfour Declaration in 1917, which supported the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Question 61. Describe the British involvement in the Suez Crisis of 1956. A. A diplomatic intervention to prevent conflict. B. A military intervention alongside France and Israel. C. A peacekeeping mission under the UN. D. An economic sanction against Egypt. Answer. B. A military intervention alongside France and Israel. The British involvement in the Suez Crisis of 1956 was a military intervention carried out in conjunction with France and Israel, aimed at regaining Western control of the Suez Canal and removing Egyptian President Nasser from power. Question 62. What was the primary purpose of the Corn Laws in the 19th century? A. To support free trade. B. To restrict the import of cheap grain. C. To encourage agricultural innovation. D. To reduce the price of bread. Answer: B. To restrict the import of cheap grain. The primary purpose of the Corn Laws, enacted in the early 19th century, was to restrict the import of cheap grain into Britain, protecting domestic agriculture but leading to high food prices and hardship among the working classes. Question 63. Who was the main British figure involved in the abolitionist movement? A. William Wilberforce. B. Thomas Clarkson. C. Elizabeth Fry. D. John Wesley. Answer: A. William Wilberforce. William Wilberforce was a leading British figure in the abolitionist movement, known for his persistent efforts to end the slave trade and slavery itself within the British Empire. Question 64. Which legislation marks the official unification of England and Scotland into Great Britain? A. The Union of the Crowns. B. The Acts of Union 1707. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Treaty of Edinburgh. Answer: B. The Acts of Union 1707. The Acts of Union 1707 marked the official unification of the kingdoms of England and Scotland under the name of Great Britain, creating a single united kingdom. Question 65. In what year was the National Health Service, NHS, established? A. 1948. B. 1952. C. 1960. D. 1971. Answer: A. 1948. The National Health Service, NHS, was established in 1948 as part of the post-war reconstruction efforts, providing healthcare services free at the point of use for all UK residents. Question 66. What historical event is commemorated by Guy Fawkes Night? A. The restoration of the monarchy. B. The signing of the Magna Carta. C. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605. D. The Battle of Britain. Answer: C. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605. Guy Fawkes Night, also known as Bonfire Night, commemorates the Gunpowder Plot of 1605, where Guy Fawkes and other conspirators attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Question 67. What significant change occurred in the UK's judicial system with the Constitutional Reform Act 2005? A. The abolition of the House of Lords judicial functions. B. The introduction of the jury system. C. The establishment of the Supreme Court. D. Both and C. Answer: D. Both and C. The Constitutional Reform Act 2005 made significant changes to the UK's judicial system, including the abolition of the House of Lords judicial functions and the establishment of the Supreme Court as the highest court in the land. Question 68. Name the treaty that returned Hong Kong to China. A. The Treaty of Nanjing. B. The Sino-British Joint Declaration. C. The Beijing Agreement. D. The Hong Kong Act. Answer B. The Sino-British Joint Declaration. The Sino-British Joint Declaration was signed in 1984, outlining the terms under which Hong Kong would be returned to China in 1997, ensuring that Hong Kong would enjoy a high degree of autonomy under the principle of one country, two systems. Question 69. What was the significance of the Glorious Revolution in 1688? A. It restored Catholicism as the state religion. B. It led to the establishment of parliamentary democracy. C. It resulted in the replacement of King James II with William III and Mary II. D. It initiated the Industrial Revolution. Answer C. It resulted in the replacement of King James II with William III and Mary II. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 was significant for its bloodless transfer of power, which saw King James II replaced by his daughter Mary II and her husband William III, strengthening the role of Parliament in governing England. Question 70. Who is known for the discovery of the structure of DNA and was associated with King's College London? A. Rosalind Franklin. B. James Watson. C. Francis Crick. D. Maurice Wilkins. Answer A. Rosalind Franklin. Rosalind Franklin, associated with King's College London, played a crucial role in discovering the structure of DNA through her X-ray diffraction images. Question 71. Describe the impact of the Opium Wars on British-Chinese relations. A. Led to a strengthening of diplomatic ties. B. Resulted in significant Chinese territorial losses. C. Initiated a period of intense military collaboration. D. Brought about immediate economic prosperity in China. Answer B. Resulted in significant Chinese territorial losses. The Opium Wars adversely affected British-Chinese relations, leading to significant territorial losses for China and the imposition of unequal treaties that favoured Western powers. Question 72. What major policy did the Blair government introduce in terms of constitutional reform? A. The establishment of devolved administrations. B. The removal of hereditary peers from the House of Lords. C. Both A and B. D. The introduction of the euro. Answer C. Both A and B. The Blair government introduced major constitutional reforms, including the establishment of devolved administrations in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and the removal of the majority of hereditary peers from the House of Lords. Question 73. Which historical figure led the campaign against the slave trade in the UK Parliament? A. Thomas Clarkson. B. William Wilberforce. C. John Newton. D. Granville Sharp. Answer B. William Wilberforce. William Wilberforce was a key historical figure who led the campaign against the slave trade in the UK Parliament, advocating for its abolition until the passing of the Slave Trade Act in 1807. Question 74. What key event marked the beginning of the British Raj in India? A. The Battle of Plassey. B. The signing of the Treaty of Versailles. C. The Indian Rebellion of 1857. D. The establishment of the East India Company. Answer: C. The Indian Rebellion of 1857. The key event that marked the beginning of the British Raj was the Indian Rebellion of 1857, after which the governance of India was transferred from the East India Company to the British Crown. Question 75. Describe the primary achievements of the British Empire Exhibition of 1924. A. Demonstrated military innovations. B. Showcased Britain's colonies and technological advances. C. Promoted British literature and arts. D. Focused on economic reforms. Answer: B. Showcased Britain's colonies and technological advances. The British Empire Exhibition of 1924 was primarily aimed at showcasing the diversity and strength of the British Empire, as well as its technological and industrial advances. Question 76. Which document formally acknowledged the religious toleration of nonconformist Protestants? A. The Act of Settlement. B. The Act of Toleration. C. The Act of Union. D. The Magna Carta. Answer: B. The Act of Toleration. The Act of Toleration, enacted in 1689, formally acknowledged the religious toleration of nonconformist Protestants, allowing them to worship freely, though with some restrictions. Question 77. What were the main consequences of the Acts of Enclosure in Britain? A. Increased agricultural efficiency, but displaced many small farmers. B. Decreased urbanization. C. Reduced the power of the monarchy. D. Enhanced religious freedoms. Answer: A. Increased agricultural efficiency, but displaced many small farmers. The Acts of Enclosure in Britain led to increased agricultural efficiency, but also resulted in the displacement of many small farmers, contributing to urban migration and social change. Question 78. Who was the reigning monarch during the Great Exhibition of 1851? A. Queen Victoria. B. King Edward VII. C. Queen Elizabeth I. D. King George III. Answer: A. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the reigning monarch during the Great Exhibition of 1851, which was held in the Crystal Palace in London and showcased the heights of the Industrial Revolution. Question 79. Name the law that initiated compulsory education in England. A. The Education Act of 1870. B. The Butler Act. C. The Elementary Education Act. D. The School Standards and Framework Act. Answer: A. The Education Act of 1870. The Education Act of 1870, also known as the Forster Act, initiated compulsory education in England by setting out state-funded schools for children aged 5 to 13. Question 80. Describe the UK's role in the formulation of the Treaty of Versailles. A. It was primarily concerned with securing reparations from Germany. B. It focused on reducing military tensions in Europe. C. It advocated for the League of Nations. D. Both A and C. Answer D. Both A and C. The UK's role in the formulation of the Treaty of Versailles included securing reparations from Germany and advocating for the establishment of the League of Nations to maintain peace and prevent future conflicts.